Hey, here's some good news for you, maybe if you're a progressive. You know, they say that it's been an unbelievable onslaught of groupthink and propaganda against Jill Stein to dismiss her as a kook and a crazy and an anti-science, even though she's not. She's none of those things. And the thing that scares them is that if people hear what she has to say, they'll like it. And so they can't, even people who quote are on the left are doing that, right? Jill Stein's crazy. She doesn't know how Wall Street works. You know who else doesn't know how Wall Street works? Alan Greenspan. You know who knows how Wall Street works? The guys who crashed our economy. I just got this text from Ron Placone. Ron Placone's been on the show plenty of times. He's doing performing at a college, and he just texted me from the college, and I want to read it. He said, hey, some of your fans showed up to my show today, and we're asking stuff. That's nice. Also, when I said I was voting for Jill Stein, a room full of people applauded. And that's at a college in Missouri. So don't believe what you hear in the media. Remember what Noam Chomsky taught us. Manufacturing consent. That's what they're doing. Isn't it amazing that everyone thinks the same in the establishment? Isn't it? Even comedians who are supposed to be natural outsiders, who are supposed to be taking the piss out of war criminals and corporatists who have already sold our country out many times, and they're not. Isn't that weird? Except here's a guy, and they're telling us, you can't, Jill Stein, everybody think, and here's a guy doing a college in Missouri. And people are in college who are maybe informed about climate change and how BS war is, just applauded a guy saying he's voting for Jill Stein. That's pretty comforting. And it's in Missouri. Pretty comforting. Thanks for the text, Ron. Vote Green Party, because if we get up to 5%, then they have the money to go, they could fund real campaigns. Vote Green, we got to get it to 5%. They get 5%, they get the government money, so we can go ahead and have real campaigns for a third party, for real progressives. There's only one party in America, and that's the party of money. Right now, if you vote for Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump, there's no way to vote against more war. There's no way to vote against Goldman Sachs. There's no way to vote against Raytheon or Halliburton. There's no way to vote against ExxonMobil. There's no way to vote against fracking. A vote for either of those is a vote for everything bad. So I think it's time that a third party who actually has a great platform and great policy ideas, I think that voice needs to be elevated. And they don't want you to hear that voice. That's why they chained Jill Stein to a chair for 8 hours when she tried to go to a debate. Why do you think they handcuff her to a chair for 8 hours? You think because they're not afraid of her? Because they don't want to hear what she has to say? They're afraid of what she has to say, and they want to scare her and intimidate her. Just like in Dakota, where they're charging journalists with 45 years imprisonment. This is the corporation coming with the hammer. Okay, so God bless. Thanks, Ron. Thanks for letting us know. Vote Green.